How's it, mate? Thanks for the round. I mean, obviously, quite clearly, the changes are working out quite nicely. The backswing's getting neater and neater. That right leg is getting much stronger. So we're right in the right position, and the left-hand grip is working out quite nicely. So if we just have a look here, this is the tee shot on 16. Okay, set up and take away, absolutely beautiful. Face to plane, fantastic. Okay, so as we change direction, obviously the sequencing is good, but as we change direction, okay, see how there's a little bit of loss of right hip tilt there. So the hip moves slightly underneath you as you're trying to get it on plane. And then we can see the hips moving slightly towards the ball. The club's right in the slot, but the hips just moving slightly, so you've got to stand up just slightly on it. Okay, so that posture can still be a little stronger in the transition. Okay, and then coming down, that delivery position in the long term, I want that face to square up a little bit earlier than that. I want it square to the plane so that you don't have to roll the face to square it. And that's just going to lead to that little more consistency. Okay, so everything that we're doing, just a little bit neater or earlier with the face rotation on the downswing, and then the lower body strength and posture in the transition. Everything else exactly the same as what we're doing. Alignment, shot selection, and yardage is absolutely perfect. Hey matey, okay, thanks for the round yesterday. Okay, so you've seen on your video there, the things we're working on slowly coming together. Obviously, the scores, the dispersion, and the striking better and better and better and better. Just got to maintain that for long and keep that attitude that we're working on. I thought your process throughout that 14 holes was really, really good. Okay, nice to see you get out there, shoot the flag, think about things, pick a shot, pick a club, whatever. So it's falling into place nicely. The alignment, as I said, I don't think is the issue, but your alignment was really, really good. So in terms of the swings, first from the video there, the grip itself, okay, when you were saying that it's too, you feel like maybe it's too strong, the ball's going a little bit left, but then you'd said the pull is probably swing plane, 100% correct, and then the ball going straight. So then face to plane is good, right? But then you were saying that sometimes they were drawing. We can see in that video that it's more likely that actually that stronger grip is slightly better. The reason it's drawing, we can see in that delivery position, the face is still a little open. Okay, so the only way to square it is kind of quite late with quite a bit of rotation, so you end up hitting the ball a little bit like that, and that would cause the draw. Okay, so keep sort of fiddling with it, but favor on the stronger side, on the close side. Okay, because basically one of the big things, and a lot of everything we've done up to this point is to get in that delivery position with maximum power, as easily as possible, with the face as square as possible. So we're doing a lot of those things, but in seeing that delivery position, that face still has quite a lot of work to do by the time it gets to the ball. Okay, so we want it sort of somewhere there. Okay, so we can kind of freewheel through the ball without the face moving around. Alright, so keep doing what you're doing. Okay, but we're working on that. Okay, and then obviously end of the backswing. Okay, still a little bit loss of hip tilt, loss of posture. Okay, we're going to be as strong as possible there. Maintain that tilt. Okay, and then from there the sequencing can take over. Alright, and we will stay in our posture as we hit the golf ball. Okay, so keep working on those things much better, but still a little bit of work. Obviously that one where it goes a little bit extra, that's where the shank comes in, either early in the round, or maybe if you're not feeling that strong, or maybe if you're off balance on a side slope or something like that. Okay, so you just got to keep working through it, pushing as hard as possible. Short game was fantastic, wedge game was really good. The little thin one there, and then a little drop kicky one, thin one on 13, a little bit drop kicky on 11. Okay, it's just that, so don't overthink it. So it's just a little bit of this, and then you have to go up. Okay, and then that'll fix itself. The actual wedge technique, you know, the one you hit there on 18 was just, oh, mint. Okay, so just go narrower with those shots just to control everything and make sure that that's intact. Okay, so then the two other major things we're going to work on, obviously putting, okay, especially inside 8 foot. Okay, the thing, it's just, you know, it's out of sync and basically the hands get very hard on the downstroke. Okay, we've got to soften this thing, okay, and just let it flow with the shoulders. We work really hard on that tempo on the shorter putts. Okay, the overall green reading and stuff is coming along beautifully. Visualization, I can see you trying to visualize, it's working. So it's that tempo, okay, and then I think we've also got to learn how, or practice how to match line and speed. Okay, so once I've read it, let's say down your right to left, how much and at what speed. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of drills with that. Okay, and then just one other drill I want you to do, especially early in the round, okay, just a little bit of talent and coordination sometimes. Okay, it is a part of the game. You do have it. Okay, I just think maybe it's slow to start and you don't tap in on it. Okay, so a little drill I want you to do, okay, is where you stand too far from the ball, okay, then you stand too close to the ball, and then you stand in the right spot. Okay, now each time you're trying to hit the correct shot. So a little bit of hand-eye coordination, going to teach you a little bit about swing plane and balance, and then how to manage slopes, all that kind of stuff, right? So very far, right? So we're going to stand very far from the ball. Okay, make some swings. Okay, try and hit the ball nicely. Alright, and then way too close. Okay. Try and hit the ball nicely. Okay, and then find the sweet spot in between. That's a really cool drill. Great warm-up drill, but I just want you to do that drill as much as possible. Okay, so those are the two sort of drills, putting and that drill. Okay, and then you're working on that and that. Okay, and just keep it up, mate. It's looking really, really good. I'm super happy.